Okay, hello and welcome to this video. Just going to talk about replacing the headphones that I got that were stolen. So these are the headphones that I had that were stolen. Uh, these cost me about 50 bucks. 50 is something dollars or whatever. And these were pretty good. I really didn't have any complaints about them. The only problem I had with them was they leaked sound. So I had them on in some of my videos, and you might have heard music in the background. I didn't really have the music that loud, but for some reason they were leaking sound out. Even when I lowered it, they were leaking sound. So this was a big drawback with these, and I was thinking of replacing them anyway when they got stolen. But I figured, hey, I had first pair of headphones I had were these. All right, these are the Q20s, the Life Q20s, Anker Soundcore, and the problem with these is, you didn't really have much control over them, and the noise reduction wasn't so great. Um, you didn't have any control like equalizer or anything like that. Whereas the Q30s, you had equalizer control. You had equalizer control, and it really improved the sound of these quite a bit. So I figured, well, they came out with these Q20Is here. All right, that I wound up getting. These are the ones I uh, replace the Q30s with. These sound absolutely. I mean, the sound quality isn't bad, but it feels like it's distant. The noise reduction is way worse than the Q20s, and they also cost more. They cost 40 bucks versus the Q20s, which cost me like 25 bucks. All right, when I got them. All right, so this is the Q20i, and this has supposed to give you control over the app in the app. But let me tell you, the equalizer in the app doesn't really do much for making these sound any clearer. And the noise reduction manages to be worse. Very distorts. Very bad noise reduction on this. Worse than these, which had a little distortion, but these are way worse. All right, so taking a look at these two pair here. I don't do electronics videos that much, but I'm just doing this for people who are shopping for headphones and telling people, do not buy these. All right, if you own the Q20s and you really want to upgrade, this isn't an upgrade. This is almost a downgrade. All right. These are the Q20s here, the regular Q20s. Then they're built better too. All right, but these don't have much control, so that's why I don't like using these that much. Um, and they don't they don't get that loud. All right. Maybe it has to do with my phone. Maybe my phone is because it's a cheapo phone. And I've got a Samsung, basically A11 is my phone. Um, but maybe if a better phone would have more volume coming out of them. But whatever the case is, these really, they sound a little worse than these. So what I wound up having to do is I have to bring these back to Best Buy. So I have to bring them back to Best Buy. And I have to get, now they don't sell the Q30s anymore in stores, all right? You can get them online. I don't feel like getting delivery from Amazon because we all know the way it works. I don't have an intercom in my place. They could leave the package outside and it could get stolen, all right? This is because I don't have an intercom. It would have to be through the postal service, and I don't feel like waiting the next week to get another pair of headphones. I may still try to see if I can get a deal on Q30s eventually. I don't know if I'd want to get them again, though, because of that leakage. So what I wound up doing, what I wound up getting these are the ones I wound up getting. The Space ones. Man, this package feels heavy, too. I hope these aren't too heavy, but these are the Space One headphones, and they supposedly are an upgrade to the Q30s. So this is in the same line. This is like a mid-range their mid-range headphone, whereas the 20s are more like their basic headphone. And then these are the Space ones. I haven't opened this up yet, but it cost me $79.99 at Micro Center. Luckily, it was a sale. Normally, these go for $90, so I figured let me get these. Yeah, I know I've got to spend more money. That I'm not made of money, and this is where my savings goes to. I have some savings, and I have it just in case things like this happen. I think that Suffolk County, honestly, should reimburse me for the cost of this because their police didn't respond. And I'm going to look into having the county actually reimburse me for the cost of this because they failed to respond. We'll see what's going to happen with that because I'm really angry about that. I have another video where I talk about it. But Suffolk County PD should have responded to that bus when the altercation began. And then I wouldn't be going through this right now. I'd still have these headphones. But because of that, because Suffolk County PD didn't respond until after I was robbed, because I knew I was going to get robbed. I knew something bad was going to happen. because they didn't respond then. This is why I've got to spend extra money now. All right. So, but anyway, for those who are shopping for headphones, do not get these. These sound awful. They're worse than the Q20s. It's just not very clear. It seems distorted. They're worse than the Q20s. So you're paying more, but you're getting less because they want you to. They particularly cripple the low end model, so you have to spend more now to get this model. So this is the way it works when you got to deal with inflation. So I figured to make this video just to explain what's going on. And obviously, I though it could have been a whole lot worse with what had happened. I know that. But still, I don't like getting robbed. I don't like getting ripped off. I really can't afford to get robbed. And especially when the county, Suffolk County PD, could have responded, stopped the bus. The bus driver could have stopped the bus. The police would have responded. And first of all, the people involved would have been arrested. And two, I wouldn't be out $80 for a pair of $80 in tax, more like $85, because I had to buy a new pair of headphones. So I think Suffolk County, I think you owe me $85.